Angela, you get over here. I'm going to open your door now, and we're going to allow you a chance to get out of the car, okay?
The most polite cop I've ever encountered.
Ma'am, right now you're impeding the duty of a police officer.
Yeah, that's an offense.
Please step out of the car. There you go.
Thank you. That wasn't so hard.
Mind if I take a look in here?
Wait. Excuse me.
Yes?
You're searching my car for what reason?
I just need to see if
You don't have a search warrant to search my car?
This is a great
Ma'am, I'm just taking a look.
The road stop, so we're just gonna see what we can do for you. You get them to shut the door and lock it.
Does this belong to you, ma'am?
Yeah.
We just had a report of certain subversives wearing these masks in the area, causing trouble. Do you know anything about that? Are you sure? What are you thinking? All right, come on.
You're taking me where? I'm being arrested?
Please don't resist, ma'am.
Wait,
I'm placing you under arrest.
For what?
I'm placing you under arrest. Please turn around.
What am I
Please
being
turn around.
arrested for?
You're resisting arrest right now. Please place your hands on the car.
What am I being arrested
Andy?
for?
Yep.
What am I being
Andy?
Don't touch me.
Taser!
What am I being arrested for?
You're being arrested for various reasons. You're being arrested for suspicion of crimes in the area. You're being arrested for resistance of arrest, driving without a license.
In my car?
I'm sorry, this isn't for me to argue with you right now. Alright, Andy, let's take her in.
Don't touch me.
Cops, come on, you're cops.
Alright, you're a cop. I'm just gonna borrow this iPhone from you as evidence. So let's see if we can destroy that. I mean, we didn't hold it for evidence. So, alright, is everything clear with this? I have to call towing.
I think so, yeah, we'll get this towed down to...
So, thank you.
Alright, that's good. That one, yay! That one, let me get all my shit back this time. Thank you. And my phone. So that one, you guys come back up if you want. That one I have a lot of comments on. That one, you did an excellent job as a cop. I mean, from my personal experience, what they'll push and what they'll ask for and demand, and what they'll refuse to respond to, like all the evidence and the rules and the laws that they're citing you on and whatnot, is great. You're a lot more polite than any cop I ran into, but you just kept pushing and kept demanding.
I thought he was
What?
I thought he was
an ass?
Yeah, played an ass pretty well.
Oh, he was exceptionally polite from what I encountered.
Yeah. Just be thankful they didn't throw you up against the car and handcuff
Yeah.
you forcefully.
Yeah.
Like
He
the
asked to open your door and take you out.
Yes.
And then when you locked the door, he didn't reach in. And then when he opened it, he didn't jerk you out. All of that's happened to me. Any comments on that scene?
Just found out it was the first time she opened the door herself.
Yeah.
She voluntarily opened the door.
Yeah.
In a real scenario, they would have dragged you out right away.
Yeah.
They certainly might have. And then I found it interesting, you closed it, and then they didn't do anything, and then later you even locked it and they didn't do anything. Also, after they did pull her out, or you got out, and then one of you two, I don't remember which, started just getting in the car and searching, she said, what are you searching for?
Yeah.
You didn't
Right.
say,
She
I
didn't say,
don't
consent to
I don't give you
search."
consent to search, so it's on the record if that matters to you in the court.
Yeah.
You didn't say, stop, get out of my car, I don't consent. So I thought that could have been more forceful on your end. Any thoughts on that part?
Yeah,
Anyone?
I was planning on obeying the law if she had specifically told me that she doesn't consent to a search.
And she didn't say anything, so you just kept searching.
Right, and that seems to be how cops have acted in my experience.
Yeah.
I was not looking to find the VMAS while he was busy with her. I was looking through.
Right, he was
That's
already
also
looking
exceptionally
through the window.
common too, especially once they get back up or if they have someone else in their car. While one guy's talking to you, the other guy's looking in your back seats and flashing the window and looking for whatever reason he can find to get into your car to cause not more trouble, but to cite you on something else or to get you to obey the first officer or whatever.
They would have
Well, that was
probably
a learning
taken her
experience.
They would have
away
taken her
from-
away from the car, and they never took her away from the car.
Right. They were really polite cops.
They would have
Come
taken
on, I
her
think we should
way
arrest
back
them
here.
But none of you wanted to be cops, so you don't know how nervous it is to be up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
Nerve-wracking?
Yeah, inside even.
Yeah.
Your adrenaline.
Which
It's
right.
scary because when that window just opened that much, I'm like, he's got a gun.
Huh,
There's something
interesting.
Why is the because
That's good for me to know.
right
'cause
away I got
that's what I do.
nervous when the window only went down that much. That was,
That's kind of another benefit of practicing these in front of a crowd is that the adrenaline you get from being watched and judged, not judged, but critiqued by strangers somewhat simulates being in a tense situation with cops or whatever the case may be. Now actually what I want to do is have 2 more volunteers, a cop and a driver, and we'll do the same type of scene, but this time, you want to do it? You step forward.
Come on.
You have a question?
Well, I would like to be a driver,
Uh-huh.
but I have something in mind for why I'm getting.
All right, we'll do yours next. So what I want to do is the same scene, or the same type of scene, just driving and pull over for a headlight or whatever. But this time, it's not quite realistic, but it's good practice. I want both the cop and the driver to only ask questions. No statements, only questions. So who wants to be a driver and who wants to be a cop?
I'll be a driver.
You'll be a driver? All right. Now you need here's a phone in case you need to call 411. Oh, I want to mention that. And here's a phone. I'll explain the windows in a second. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Porc 411. Is everyone?
I've got it on speed dial.
Yep. Is anyone not? Let me do it that way. Does anyone not know what Porc 411 is? Okay. Porc 411 is a phone system that an activist up here named Michael Hampton has set up. And you can call this number, which is 603... 413-0411, Porc 411, and it's an automated recording line. There's no human, and the point is to disseminate information quickly amongst Free Staters or emergencies. So what I always do when I get pulled over by a cop, as soon as I see the light, I dial Porc 411 on my speed dial, and I say, hey, this is Mike, I'm here, I'm getting pulled over at this time, at this location, and I'll call back in a minute. Hang up. That instantly goes to people's SMS messages. They hear it. They goes to their email. They hear it. People know I'm being pulled over, and they're going to start paying attention. Then, and this is up to you, I call again, and I record my conversation with the cop. And then as soon as I hang up because he arrests me or because I'm free to go, I explain it. And then at that moment, all the Free Staters in the area and in the whole state, in fact, in the whole country, know what just happened and can either call the police station because I've been arrested or do nothing because I'm free or whatever the case may be. So Porc 411 is also an excellent tool.
I can usually
I didn't
only hear
think
your
of dialing
voice.
it
I usually
until I
can't
started
hear.
getting harassed.
What was that?
I didn't think of dialing
Right.
it until I started getting harassed.
Right,
a little
and then you
bit,
asked for the
and
phone,
then I
right.
asked for the, yeah.
Do you
And that's
inform the officer that you're recording?
That's up to you.
Most of the time.
In most states, including still New Hampshire, it's illegal to record without some form of consent. One party, both parties. Again,
Is there a ruling on whether or not when you're on the side of the road inside your car, you actually, does the cop actually have an expectation of privacy in that situation?
I have no idea. I doubt that any ruling has been in the favor of liberty, but I don't know the legal aspect. So it's if you're, there's a whole bunch of things to consider there. First of all, if you record the cop without telling him and it's illegal, you probably can't use it in court. They'll probably dismiss it if you want to, if you ever wanted to. If you do tell him, you might have a whole other issue on your hand where he's just going to fight you on that instead of, and in addition to proceeding later with the ticket and then maybe cite you for disobeying because you didn't turn it off.
I've spoken to lawyers in Florida about that, and they've told me that if I inform him, they think that they could get me off. They think that any surreptitious recording or other charge that the cop put against me for recording, they could easily get thrown out as long as I informed him at the beginning that I was recording.
That's certainly possible. Keep in mind that the laws of
Florida and New Hampshire
might be different, and not that I care about laws, but some of you might. So whatever, I don't know the answer, but those are good questions.
One thing about recording on a stop like this is, I think if you approach it to where you're just saying, look, I'm recording this for my own safety and my own rights, and I'm just letting you know. I mean,
That might go over better, yeah.
as opposed to have an attitude with them.
Yep.
You
Same
know, like
thing
you're
with you in the
recording me,
windows,
I'm
yeah.
recording you.
Yeah.
You know?